Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here with an experiment. I am experimenting. I have done a little bit of experimenting and I'm about to do round number 2 of experimenting, and I thought I would turn the camera on. A little while ago I uploaded a video where I took scraps, strips, decent strips, stuff like this, not shreds. And I turned those into Wonky strip sets. I will link to that video down below. Super cool. I love it. I love the wonkiness. I love all the different prints, and I just love the process. However, I thought how cool it would be if I could come up with a very simple, planned Wonky quilt block. A simple one to start, because I'm always looking for more things to cut. Like, I cut various size blocks and sometimes strips, but I thought if I could cut some Wonky strips that would be ready to slap together, my exclusive shoppers might like that. When I say exclusive shoppers, I mean those who are either my Patreon or YouTube members, because I sell fabric to them first. Of course, if they don't sell, it can go on eBay, but pretty much everything sells out. But I was looking for something different to offer them, and I think that would be cool. So here's what I did the first experiment. I cut some Wonky strips that are 2 inches on one end and 1 inch on the other. Now I just picked, fabric that I had right here, and I sewed them together, and it took 10. My goal is to have it be 10 inches this way, and that's because it will make easy cutting for me. And I would like the block to be able to be trimmed down to 9 inches. So I put those together. It's kind of hard to see, but I actually liked those 2 prints together, but it's really busy, so it's hard to see. What I didn't love is it's not really wonky enough. Like, I don't know. I like it to fan out more. But the real issue is, if I want to trim it to 9, it doesn't work because it's going to butt up into the seams here on each end. This way's fine. I could trim to 9 that way, but not this way. So I thought, I'm going to try a little bit bigger, and then it would only take 8 strips maybe to make the block, 8 or 9 instead of 10. So I cut these. I had a 5-inch strip, and I was able to get this out of that, and I'm going to show you how to cut in case this works. It gives some of these as scraps, and we will not be throwing these away, even though they get very narrow. Gee, about up to here is good. We can use that for something, so I'm saving that. And then I'm going to cut for you now. Oh, I have to press, and my iron is blinking. Hang on. We went many years without auto off on irons. I think we survived. I would at least like the option to be able to turn that feature off while I'm working. Anyway, I have this 5-inch strip, and I actually think I'm going to like it with this, but that's not the point. We're just, we're just trying to see if we can get the sizes right. Okay, so here's the deal, and this is why I want it to be 10 inches this way, because when I'm cutting fabric, I usually cut this way. It's folded, and then I fold again, and then I make my cuts. And then I would like to be able to just turn this and make sure I get 4 10-inch strips. So I have to make sure that my selvages are beyond the line. I'm going to do 4 and 14. My selvages are beyond the 14. My fold is beyond 14, and then I have this, which creates sticks, and that's beyond the 14. I mean 4. This is over the 4 line. This is over the 14 line. I think you know what I was talking about. So here we go. I'm just going to cut here and here. Now, if you're cutting your own, that doesn't have to be exact, because you're obviously going to be trimming your final block. Now I'm just going to turn this, and I'm just going to go over a line. And I'm going to cut this way. Well, let me start on the number 1, so it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, let's go Yeah. having a hard time deciding what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to cut starting on the 0 line up to the 1 inch. Now I'm moving over 1 inch this way and 3 inches, come on, come on, come on, 3 inches in this direction. Ugh. It's not my rotary cutter blade. It's that I absolutely eat through these mats. And once I have a groove somewhere, it doesn't cut good. Okay, I mean, I have, check this out. Look, I can put my fingers right through my mat. I do a lot of cutting. Okay, where was I? What was I doing? That was a dumb move. Okay, we just did this, right? From here up to there. And then that had to be this way. Okay, so now, do I have enough room? I don't quite. All right, I'm just putting that aside. Poor planning. I have 4 of these guys. 4 of these guys. Let's hope this is enough. So I'm just going to sew these together. 1, 2. See, I kind of like that together. And I'm just going wide, you know, narrow, wide, narrow, alternating. 3, 4, 5, 6. Gee, I'm going to start with that. It does eat up a lot of fabric with the seam allowances, but I'm just going to sew all of these together. Well, you know what? I like it. It's not going to be a 9-inch block, but it can be trimmed to a 9.5. I ended up adding 1 more strip, so I have 4 of one color and 3 of the other, so 7 total. And again, you could have 7 all different. Now, ideally, I like things to be not so matchy-matchy, you know, even in size. I would like to alter the wonkiness of these strips. That'll come later. Let's start with this. So I did trim this way to 9.5, and I wanted to tell you, always trim this way first, because these edges are wonky. And if you trim this way first, you might be tempted to put that on a straight line. No, that's not going to work. So do, you know, where these ends are, trim that first, and then turn it, and I can get 9.5. I'm just going to center it like here, you know, and it's going to still leave enough room on these end pieces to, you know, sew to another block or to add sashing or whatever. So now these are straight lines, so line those up on a line, and now I'm just going to trim. What I like about 9.5 is that the finished size after it's put together with other things is 9. So that's pretty good. I think I'm going to give this a try. I actually really like this one. All right, you guys, I am going to cut some of these strips for my exclusive shoppers, hopefully with a nice mix of colors and prints, just to see how that goes. I just wanted to show you what I did. So again, 3-inch base and a 1-inch tip. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!